Hey everybody, this is a video about my 2001 Chevy 2500 HD plow truck. It has a Boss 9'2" V-plow and a Mast 16-foot swing wing back blade, and I have beefed up the lower subframe there with 1x3 solid bar, so it's really easy to push snow backwards and stack your plow piles. I also put a 2-inch receiver in just for easy recovery, or pulling a wood splitter or anything like that. The plate there on top is something I put together because all the fittings kept snapping off when there was a heavy snow pile inside that. So that's just a good protector there. When the back blade is removed, there are 6 bolts that come off here and 2 hydraulic quick disconnects there, and then that whole system just unbolts from the toolbox. It's got a 6-liter engine, 4L80E transmission. It was rebuilt right at the end of last season of 2019 snowplow season. It's got a brand new output shaft in the transmission, and let's see what else. An aluminum finned transmission pan, and a big huge hydraulic cooler behind the bumper. You can see I cut the bumper a little bit just to clear the cooler, and I don't know how easy it is to find in there. It's pretty challenging. You can see right there is a fitting, so when the fluid comes out of the transmission, it goes into the top of that big cooler there and down, and then behind that flap in the bumper cover right here is another twist-on filter meant for like hydraulic units. So easy maintenance, very high fluid capacity, probably higher than you'll see anywhere on any other truck, but excellent transmission cooling. So when I rebuilt it, or when I had it rebuilt, I knew that heat was one of the big factors that cooked that transmission. When you're pulling a lot of snow with that back blade and pushing a lot of snow with the front plow, it does build up heat quite a bit. So I wanted to make sure it was running as cool as possible. This truck has true 3-inch dual exhaust and Summit mufflers that look a lot like a Flowmaster, like a 40 series. So it does definitely make noise. So if a quiet truck is for you, this might need to be addressed. There are a set of JBA stainless steel direct replacement headers that feed into that 3-inch dual exhaust. And right here is a clutch pump with a big siphon hose from that reservoir over there. And so anytime any control is touched for the plow controls, that clutch pump turns on. So the hydraulics are only working when you need them to. There's a multi-function LED strobe and also some very bright LED lamps for backup and night plowing. There's a custom control box to operate the plows, and I have even made a little instruction manual on that. So these two are 4-position, and those two are only 2-position, so those control the back wings only, and these two control up and down for both plows along with the front wings on the V-plow. There are just shy of 188,000 miles on this truck. I have done intake gaskets. The EGR valve has been replaced or bypassed. So the service engine light is on, but it's never bothered me. I've never actually had it scanned for any reason because I know what the problem is. The ABS module under the driver's side of the truck has been bypassed as well, so when you hit the brakes you are in control. I want to let you know about that too. Like I said, it does make a little noise. You can hear it going down the road. But in my experience, customers are kind of just happy to know that you've been there. They can hear you, hear that you've been in their driveway, and that's just their peace of mind to know that they're going to be able to get out in the morning. Wings are independent of each other, so you can plow in any direction you need to. And then also the same thing with the back blade wings. Both of these mirrors have been taped into place. You can see that this one's been, I don't know, gorilla glued or something at one time. They don't bother me like that, but if you want, I do have another set of mirrors off another truck I could swap. It's no big deal. There is some rust. For some reason those doors seem to rust off pretty easy on the fuel door, so I just left mine off. And the rockers do have a little bit of rust. I can't hide that. But it's pretty solid. I'd say the tires are probably at 50%, and they're hand-cooked Dynapros. And they're all in about that good a shape. All 4 trip springs were replaced in about February of 2020. Along with, let's see if I can find it. Where that shiny screw is right there, there's a rubber bumper just for when the trip reacts. It just makes a little bit less impact on the plow. Both sides of the plow have been skinned most of the way up, where the majority of all the snow actually hits, and they seem to perform just fine. The snowplow headlights are 1 season old. They're just your standard halogen bulb, nothing really too special. If you have any questions, you can email me at FJ, like Frank John, Platte, Platte, services @gmail.com. That's FJ Platte services @gmail.com. I do have various spares, like the plow markers. I know that there's one broken off on the front. A spare serpentine belt, and various hoses as well, and some random hydraulic fittings as well to make any adapters needed in the case of a roadside repair. Thanks for taking the time to check this out. I'm selling it because I am committed to my children, and they are of the age now that they really enjoy winter sports, and I seem to be too busy plowing. So I'm getting out of the plow business and just going to be doing a little bit more handyman jobs throughout the rest of the seasons.